All right. What is the stream? Oh, sorry. Yawn. Everyone knows. Ah, man, my nose just. Ugh. Running nose. See, I love it. Last stream was about 55 minutes, so I wonder if it's gonna be the same or it's gonna be longer or shorter. So I would like to know because I do have a chiropractor appointment sometime later today. So I kind of want to do some, Dragon's Dogma, and then go to my appointment and come back and do some more live stream for Dragon's Dogma too. But yeah. We could see me start in 5 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Or should I say 6 minutes? Yeah. I'll start to save, but I don't want to start the game. It's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. A little frustrating, but gotta wait. I really want to play some Dragon's Dogma. I was literally gonna do a live stream last night, a late night stream, but it just wasn't gonna work out because of family issues and stuff like that. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, I don't know how this is gonna go. Hopefully the loot's gonna be good, but then again, I don't know. The activity is just the issue, I think, for me. It's like it might be a fun activity, but is it going to keep me entertained for a good long enough time until file shape comes out, or what? That's the question. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Come on, give me the timer. Timer would be nice, so I know at what time.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good day, and good time zone to you all. And welcome back to our second of 3 live streams to go ahead and talk about what's going to be coming with Destiny 2 Into the Light on April 9th. As a reminder, everything you're about to see is available to all players. just as was everything last week when we went ahead and had a chance to go ahead and walk through Onslaught. Now, today we've obviously got a few topics that we touched on last week. We got a new social space to go ahead and check out. We're going to look at some rewards, obviously, and maybe an up-close and personal look at the Brave Arsenal. But of course, I'm not the only one who's going to be talking through it. I'm joined by an all-star cast of folks here from the Bungie development team, and I'm going to go ahead and go on down the line and introduce them. If you were here last week, you obviously recognize his face, but Tom Farnsworth, Senior Design Lead, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, yeah. And a little bit about myself here. I've been at Bungie for about 12 years, maybe a little longer. It's been a while.
A decade plus.
And obviously there's some stuff we're going to be looking at today that's kind of like full circle.
Yeah.
With, the Space Tiger logo and Into the Light there from the early days of Destiny. And I've been fortunate to, I was able to place the Kavastov way back in Cosmo for y'all to pick up.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, that was something. Obviously, it was
foundation.
Teams are stronger than heroes is a big team effort, but there's a few things that I'm really had a chance to work and proud to interact with players. And then there's some things I'm a little more infamous for, like placing the drop pods in Homecoming.
So follow him on Twitter, let him know how you thought about that, right?
And then over the past few years, I've been working on seasons and things like the 30th and Into the Light as a creative lead.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you very much for your hard work. As someone who's played a lot of it, excited to go ahead and dive in more with even more of it today. And of course, also we're joined by Chris Proctor, Senior Design Lead here at Bungie. Chris, for the fine folks at home who may not have heard you on a podcast or know anything about you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, hey Andy, thanks. I joined Bungie 4.5 years ago as weapons feature lead for Destiny 2. So a bunch of Destiny releases. This will be my 17th with Into the Light.
Is that all?
Yeah. Going through like a bunch of greatest hits.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. We obviously have a lot of stuff to talk through with the Brave Arsenal today, and greatest hits, I think, is probably the best way to describe it. And of course, last but very not least, down at the end, the one and only Kelsey Rice, systems designer here at Bungie. Kelsey, how you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing great.
All right, well, obviously the third verse, same as the second and the first. For the folks at home who may not know you or know anything about your work, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Bungie?
Yes, I'd love to. First, yes, I'm a systems designer at Bungie. I've been here for about 2.5 years, and I work on a lot of fun stuff like quests and pursuits and progressions, a lot of like spreadsheet design, which I really love.
The fabric that holds all of our adventures together, honestly.
Yes.
Very exciting. Well, obviously you've had a big hand Into the Light as well today. We're going to go ahead and dive into that here in just a bit. But before we go ahead and dive on, is there anything you guys are excited about today in particular, or should we just go ahead and show rather than just tell? What do you think? Show it is. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and dive on in. Dive on in, rather. So we're going to start off. We have a brand new social space, the Hall of Champions, that we're going to go ahead and check on out. Kelsey, Kelsey's the one who's responsible for taking us through that. So shall you return to the throne world, obviously, and dive on in?
Bring me your tithes.
Perfect. Excellent. There are tithes to be gathered. Now, while we're on the way, Tom, the Hall of Champions is a brand new social space here in Destiny 2. Where is this? Where are we going to, where's this place been? Why are we checking it out now?
So Shaxx has carved out just a little bit of the backstage of the tower. Yeah. And you're going to see a few little fun nods here to Destiny history.
Yep. All right, we're looking at it now on screen.
Yeah, we've got Kelsey on screen here. We got Sweepy Bot.
It's interesting, SMG.
Actually, the lead up to the Hall of Champions.
This is where they keep it all the time.
Yeah, this is where there's an off season for a lot of the holiday events.
Yeah, a little pile of snow.
And yeah, a little snow there. There's some greenery.
This is interesting. All right, so we found a bit of the storage room to a degree. So he's carved out space maybe that has been hiding in plain view potentially for other sweeper bots or red jacks around the tower.
And there's some stuff from the Onslaught, this ADU.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Some little
Noah put it here himself.
Yeah. No, and all the space. Like if we just take a step forwards, you're gonna see. There we go. Here's the Champions Hall. The Hall of Champions.
All right, so this is the Hall of Champions.
And just like Xur kind of carved out Eternity for the 30th anniversary, Shaxx has kind of set this space aside for us and Into the Light, where all your armor, your weapons, your rewards. This is going to be your home base for Into the Light.
Excellent. Awesome. All right. Well, Kelsey, can you go ahead and show us a little bit? We're going to go ahead and walk up here. We see a whole bevy of chests, actually. Let's go ahead and start there. What are we looking at, and how do we go ahead and start cracking these open, rather?
Yeah. So as you can see, this space is just full of chests. As you can see here, all the class icons on the floor. A little bit like 30th. You can come here to redeem this currency, trophies of bravery, that you're going to earn from completing Onslaught and from playing the broad game in Destiny. So all of these trophies here, if you progress your hype with Shaxx, you'll be able to spend them here at all these chests to get a really cool set of armor. I can pull open my character so you can see what that looks like on the hunter.
That's right. Also, too, so for the folks at home, we went ahead and mentioned this as well online, but as a quick reminder, this is actually an armor set that's inspired by year 1 of Destiny 2. Tom, this is the parade armor set, I believe is what we're referring to it as?
So like it's the D2 year 1 parade armor.
That's right, yeah.
You had it in Homecoming. It's kind of a classic set. We're again like full circle here with, we were like beginning the Destiny 2 saga there, and now we're kind of, ending the fight here. We're getting ready to take the fight to the Witness, and Shax has got this iconic set of armor. We're calling it the Parade Armor 2.0.
Yeah.
And everyone can earn it. It's available to all players.
Excellent.
And there's some other cosmetics we can show off here that kind of play with it too.
Very nice. And also too, for folks out there, we have the hunter here. Actually, Kelsey, can we check out the armor set one more time?
Yeah.
For the folks at home. Also too, so this is an up close and personal look, obviously, at this armor set, which will be available to everyone that goes ahead and jumps into the light. Also too, there's a Titan set and a Warlock set, we should also say. That you can go ahead and see in the key art as well, but obviously this will be arriving on April 9th, so you'll get a chance to go ahead and get your hands on. But yeah, it's looking fresh, honestly. I wouldn't be upset to go ahead and don that armor. Oh boy,
and it's really interesting, like setting all these. We're working on all this stuff because we were kind of waiting to finally see that set, and finally being able to equip it in game was just such a cool experience.
Yeah, honestly. All right, so we're obviously equipped. We've got an armor set that we're going to go ahead and be chasing down, but we're now hanging out with Shax, and is that our site over there as well?
Yes, that is our site. And one last
This in the background looks like the
this one is going to be your hub for just grinding out weapons. So those trophies that you'll be collecting with Shax, you can just keep redeeming them here, and you'll be able to get all your guns here. And this one here is, we're bringing back the Gift of the Thunder Gods. So if you need to catch up on your power level to make sure that you're like ready to hop right in, that's something you can do as well.
That's right, and honestly, it's again, as a reminder, this is available to all players. So if you've got any
I think in the
friends that maybe
background
aren't
looks
quite at
like
that powerful cap, also too, actually,
the
double
heart
check. This will bring folks up
from
to
D1.
the powerful cap. Was it?
Powerful, not pinnacle.
That's right. Okay, perfect. All right. So for your friends that want to go ahead and dive in right alongside you, even if they maybe haven't played, very much recently, they got a chance to go ahead and just catch right up.
They'll be ready.
Be ready for day one. That's right. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and talk to Shax actually as a starting point. So how are we going to be working with Shax? Obviously, he's opened up his Den of Antiquities to us. But Kelsey, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we need to pull out all the stops in defeating the Witness. So Shax has opened up his brave arsenal for us. And as you can see, Shax is really like the shining star of this area. I've been kind of panning by all these hollow Shaxes that line the space, which I'll be happy to talk about in a moment.
Oh yes.
But yeah, let's go talk to him and see what he's got. So over the course of Into the Light, as you earn reputation with him, you're going to be able to progress and get all this cool stuff. One thing in particular I want to point out.
Interesting.
This key.
A super black key. Is that what I'm seeing over there, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I wonder where that goes.
So maybe people that are D1 vets potentially from back in the day might remember this. Is this what's this symbiote we're looking back here?
Yeah, right now it's pretty powerful. It's in containment, but if you keep playing Into the Light, you'll be able to get access to the keys you need to unlock this, and get access to the shader.
Oh, it's so good. All right, so obviously too, yes, as a reminder, heads up to everyone. So one of the ultimate rewards available through this will indeed be the return of the super black shader. It's back, finally. It's back. There's probably some song lyrics to go along with that. I couldn't tell you what they are, but I will say to the Destiny Fashion subreddit, we are prepared for you to go ahead and take this on wholesale. So actually, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and just equip super black and give it a look really quickly. Oh man.
Oh wow.
Chat, how do you feel? Come on. It does not get much better than that.
Yeah. I'll definitely be running that.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So Shax is obviously going to be there to help us get rewards. In addition to the Brave Arsenal and the armor,
the somewhat symbiote looking like heart
as well,
from D1 is a shader. That seems weird.
About him. He's usually lived in lore entries, but let's go ahead and get a look and see what we're going to be working with him on.
Yeah. So our site has a lot of quests for us, and we did some pretty interesting things, in my opinion, with some of the quests you can pick up from our site. They're going to unlock a couple things. They also have very fun puns that we had a lot of fun working on. So for every single weapon that we're going to be talking about today, there's a corresponding quest. Once you've completed the quest for that weapon, you're going to be able to unlock access to that weapon dropping as rewards. But there's two other really cool things that we can talk about there. One, we have these special limited edition appearances for the Brave Arsenal.
Yeah.
So completing these quests, you're going to get a guaranteed, curated copy of these limited edition weapons.
Excellent.
Which I'm happy to show because they look rad. And you'll unlock attunement, which is something I can talk about in a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's take a look at some of these.
So here's a look, of course. Obviously, for the folks at home, they may remember this one. I get a hunch that chat obviously is getting a little excited, but I know it's so exciting. The mountaintop has returned. So this is a quick look at the mountaintop. Obviously, Chris, we're going to dive in more with the whole Brave Arsenal in a little bit.
With mountaintop back in the day,
limited edition
it was so annoying in PvP.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the limited edition variants of these are that are available over the course of Into the Light?
Sure,
Recluse is the same, but I kind of like Recluse.
Onslaught, and we're talking a little bit about attunement and whatnot here. There is a low chance that one will drop as a limited edition variant, which comes pre-equipped with a super shiny ornament that's locked to that weapon.
Yeah.
So the Edge Transit here is the limited edition variant. These are kind of exotic levels of fancy.
Yeah.
So you can't apply shaders to the ornaments. You have to remove the ornament first.
Got it.
The ornaments will only be available up until the final shape launches.
Yeah.
Or the limited edition variants.
Makes sense.
So the base versions will continue to be available.
All right. So there's the ultimate I was there version with the limited edition on there, but other than that, after the final shape launches, people will still be able to get these weapons and keep farming for them.
Yeah, there's like they have super cool visuals. They drop with double perks in both trait columns, but they don't have any other gameplay differences. So if you've
Kind of
got a
looks
great,
like, isn't
base
Hammerhead
weapon, you need to go and get cosmetic only.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Absolutely.
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Black Armory.
Obviously, we're going to go through all of these here in just a bit. Chat, there's a taste of just a few. We're glad that you get a chance to go ahead and check it out. But also, too, for the folks that want to go ahead and farm these rolls out. Kelsey, I believe you just mentioned attunement. Can you tell us a little bit more about that before we move on?
Yes, I'd love to. So one cool thing that you can do when completing these weapon quests, once they're available at our site, is attune to a weapon. So let's say that there's a weapon you really want to drop. You can bend luck in your favor and make it more likely for that weapon to appear. So, for example, I can do that now. Let's do Recluse.
Yeah.
So
chat seems to be pretty hyped on Recluse.
Yeah,
so,
Recluse is one of my
if you're
favorites.
looking around, you'll see there's all of these shaxes everywhere, which we just had an absolute blast working with and coming up with. And once you've unlocked attunement, you can just freely do this at any time. You can change your attunement at any time. You can choose which weapon has a higher chance of dropping. So I'm going to do that now. Okay.
There we go.
Got our thumbs up. We're
Get
good.
the affirmation from Shax. Never hurts.
Yeah, I can always use more affirmations.
It never hurts, honestly. He shouts them very effectively, I might add.
Yes. So yeah, at any point, you can just visit another one. I could even just go and, unattune and reattune to my heart's content. Just once you've unlocked it, you can do that at any time.
Awesome.
So yeah, pick your favorites that you want to chase, and you'll have a much higher chance of getting them.
Excellent. All right. Obviously, the Hall of Champions has a lot in store. There's even more, obviously, chat than is even here, but we see what you're saying in chat. I feel the electricity in the air. I should also note one more thing. You should all go out and farm with impunity to go ahead and get the rolls you want, ultimately, because with the arrival of the final shape, we'll indeed be adding 100 more vault slots. So go out there, grab the rolls, grab 27 Edge Transit, and hold on to them until you get a chance to Google which one has the God roll.
What about crafting?
All up to you,
Does that
but
mean crafting's
just
going
want
away?
to let you know that with the arrival of the final shape, you'll be getting 100 more vault slots. So go ahead and dive on in and grab whatever you want to go ahead and chase. Excellent. All right. I think that's a solid tour of the Hall of Champions. I think maybe at this point we go ahead and start diving on in with the Brave Arsenal. Tom, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll hop in. Let's go clean out some lost sectors.
There we go. Excellent.
Yeah.
We got some demos to run as well. All right, everyone. So this is as a quick
So
look
I'm surprised
at the
there's
Hall
no
of Champions as well.
craftable
Now we're going to go ahead and dive on
weapons
in and
this
look at the Brave
somewhat
Arsenal. Now,
season
Chris,
thing.
obviously you were intrinsically involved with kind of setting this whole thing up, with building the Brave Arsenal, deciding what was out there.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you guys landed on this iconic set of Destiny weapons for Into the Light?
Yeah, and we all have our own favorite weapons internally, and wanted to make sure that we delivered on a ton of nostalgia for the whole like Destiny 2 weapon set.
Yeah.
If you look on Reddit or Twitter, there are hundreds of weapons that these could be.
Yeah.
We had to narrow it down to 12. It's like we couldn't reasonably fit any more into the activity.
Yeah.
We couldn't necessarily afford to make many more than that.
Here we go.
So it's, yeah, a whole set of weapons from across Destiny's history. A few recent ones. Most of them are from earlier in D2's history.
So for those who have been terrorized by Blast Furnace and the Crucible, it's back now.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, honestly, Tom, let's go ahead and just kind of walk through these. Let's go ahead and take us at a hung jury I see next as well.
Sure, I can just, do you want me to
I'll
just mouse over them here? Blast Furnace, Hung Jury,
Jury returns as well.
Session.
For anyone
Is
who
it
hasn't had a chance to
Succession?
dive into Deepstone Crypt, they can get their hands on a raid weapon as well.
Yeah, I should just touch on Succession. And there's,
Yeah, please.
4 variants in there as well. But these are fairly recent weapons, but they are, by default, you have to own the release that those raids came out in. So you have to own Beyond Light if you want to get Succession. You have to own Witch Queen if you want to get Forbearance.
Yeah.
The
What?
Onslaught versions of these weapons, or the Brave Arsenal versions, are available to all players. So you get a taste of what, like, the raw power of a raid weapon.
Yeah. Which honestly, once you get Succession in your hands, suddenly everything feels so
That seems
alive.
weird, I think.
It's just
Why,
it's like
why
a ton of
have
bricks.
a raid
Let's
weapon
see,
that you
we
can
also
just...
have, there we go,
craft?
Midnight Coup. For anyone
Seems
who watched
weird.
last week, thank you, Noah, as well, for going ahead and showing this off.
Midnight
Coup
Cup
obviously
you
makes an
can't
incredibly
because
triumphant
it's
return.
a sunset weapon, so that makes sense.
Can you adjust it just so it shows the waves in the shader, Tom? There we go.
There we go.
That never gets old, honestly. Harkens back to one of my favorite times in the Black Armory. Excellent. All right, so we have a full list here. So we've gone over all of them in the primary slot. Let's go ahead and move on down to the green ammo selection as well. Obviously, Recluse, chat, you've all noticed that. We're just as happy that it's back as you are. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we got in store there.
Luna's Howl.
Of course. Actually, in particular with Luna's Howl, I know we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but you know, these weapons are not necessarily their previous estate, just kind of held in stasis, but you guys have brought them forward with new perks. You've kind of done some redesigns as well. With Luna Howls in
Never
particular,
did
you were
get
mentioning
Luna's
that
Howl,
the Magnificent Howl perk
but it
has
was
undergone
really
a rework as
powerful.
well.
Yeah, in its original shipping form, that was way too strong because it would let you 2-tap a Guardian in PvP incredibly fast with the perk up.
Yeah.
180 RPM. So we've brought Luna's Howl forward as a 140 RPM hand cannon, but it retains the precision frame, so it's super easy to control the recoil.
Yeah.
We've also redesigned the Magnificent Howl perk, so that now lets you build up stacks of super bullets, a little bit reminiscent of Hawkmoon,
Yeah.
with precision final blows.
Yeah.
And then you can unleash those on Guardians to do massive damage. You can get a 2-tap, but it requires a little bit more effort.
Yeah.
And obviously very strong in PvE as well.
Yeah, got to bide your time and actually land those headshots.
Yeah.
I'm saying that mostly to myself in the mirror as I get upset for losing another round of trials, but
So we had 2 hand cannons in this release, Midnight Coup and Luna's Howl.
that's right. Yeah.
We assigned those to 2 different designers.
Yeah.
And there's a competition going on to see which one is more popular or is more effective.
So everyone out there in chat right now should let us know which one of those 2 ends up being their
That's
favorite.
kind of tough.
We have
Midnight
an
Cup
actual
and Luna's
decisive
Howls
tournament
are
here by the
really
sounds of it.
good.
Which one do you think
I
is going to win,
guess.
Chris?
I'm a little biased.
A little biased?
I have my Midnight Coup from the Leviathan raid still in my vault.
Oh, yeah.
I'm deeply attached to that weapon.
Fair enough. All right.
We'll see.
Let's see here. All right. Also, Elsie's. So actually, here's a cool one as well.
Yeah.
This is no longer the Stranger's rifle. This is Elsie's rifle now.
Yeah, Elsie's no longer a stranger.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really iconic Destiny 1 weapon that everyone who played through the Destiny 1 campaign would have acquired as the Stranger's Rifle. It's come forward with as close to its original feel as we could manage, updated for the Destiny 2 sandbox. It's got a ton of cool new traits. It's really very, very strong, high-impact pulse rifle. It's running the Rewind Rounds perk, which we made for Bolt of Glass.
Yeah.
The D2 version, which harks back to the original perks on the Stranger's Rifle in D1 as well.
And this one already looks filthy, if I might say, with Zen Moment and Desperado on there.
Desperado, yeah.
Did the room get colder, or what just happened, honestly? And also, too, so there's a new, actually, as long as we're there, Tom, if you wouldn't mind actually opening that back up, there's a new origin trait, pardon me, as well on these.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, the Indomitability trait, final blows with a light subclass equipped grant grenade energy, and with a dark subclass equipped grant melee energy.
Excellent.
So you get like that sort of duality, and they're reasonably strong perks.
Yeah, designed to keep you in the fight either way.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, Tom, let's go ahead and keep checking out. What else do we have in store here forbearance as well. So this is, you were talking about obviously getting that taste of raid weapons.
Yeah.
How did you guys go ahead and bring forbearance forward also too into the light? Like what, did you add new perks into the pool, or what did you guys end up doing to kind of retain that classic feel?
Yeah, so we wanted it to feel like the Witch Queen version, but with slightly updated perks. So the perk pools are fairly similar, but with a couple of spicy additions. So you'll notice Disruption Break left column on a waveframe grenade launcher, super strong.
Yeah.
It's not something that you get on the original
It'd
version.
be disgusting.
Yeah, but it's got all of the old classics. And
Yeah.
It's got the new Indomitability Origin trait instead of the Soul Drinker trait. And that's the same is true of any other weapons which had already shipped with Origin traits.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good with that ornament on there. And of course, I think that was that a limited edition ornament on the Recluse as well that you have over there?
Yep, there's
Yeah,
a base and a
look at the.
Oh, let's take a look. There we go. That's, again, the ultimate I was there. As you go ahead and begin your showdown with the Witness, with the arrival of the final shape, doesn't hurt to have one of these sitting on your hip, obviously, to go ahead and make a statement the moment you walk into the room.
Yeah, and this one is the curated version. The natural drops of the limited edition variants do have
Double perk out? That's right. Yeah. Excellent. And of course, our beloved Edge Transit.
Yeah,
Couldn't
when
keep
we
it
were-
away if we wanted to.
When we were looking at the fan favorite weapons, like we wanted to bring forward some of the strongest weapons from Forsaken.
Yeah.
Everybody has like fond memories of blasting away raid bosses with that transit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. There's amazing memes associated with this weapon.
Yeah.
We actually brought it forward as one of the strongest heavy ammo grenade launchers.
Yeah, I was going to say, we were talking about that earlier. You're saying this one just hits like an absolute ton of bricks now.
Oh yeah, you can see some of the perks there. It's pretty wild.
I mean, honestly, yeah, this is already looking pretty good. This is one that would obviously find a home in my loadout. My Void one specifically, but I'm also picky about that kind of thing. All right, what else do we have here in this bottom row? The one and only, the Falling Guillotine. Now, actually, one thing that you mentioned as we were kind of talking about this earlier as well that was kind of cool is this is also going to be probably the first sword outside of those available in Crota's End, I believe, that has sword logic on it as well.
Yeah,
Potential
that's right.
to roll with sword logic.
Seemed like a great opportunity to put that perk on something that isn't from that raid, and
Yeah.
a little bit earlier than we would normally put raid perks onto a new weapon.
Yeah. I'm also going to
Seemed
echo
like-
chat here for a second. Is that Eager Edge I see on there?
That is an Eager Edge, yeah.
Okay.
It'll only
Huh,
be
Eager
the
Edge.
second sword outside of 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
So have access to that.
It would
trait.
basically just be the Slammer and then the Falling Guillotine
Yeah,
from...
that's
Yeah, that's it. That's actually exciting.
Yeah, and this one has like the classic Void perk combo of Repulsor Brace,
Yeah.
destabilizing rounds. It's good fun, and a lot of other strong
It just doesn't get old, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're also joined by the Hammerhead. Hammerhead, honestly. It's as long as you're dipping your toe into the world of the Black Armory, this is obviously one that has to come forward.
Everyone's favorite legendary machine gun.
Yeah, seriously.
You can't go past it.
It just, from the
Yeah.
sound of the rate of fire, everything about it just is one that lives on in my memories and my dream journals, honestly, at this point. This is looking fantastic. All right, so we have a whole cast of characters. Now, Tom, you've got some loadouts set up. You've got some lost sectors that you're going to go ahead and start diving in on. I vote you go in there and start tearing it up. So we're already there. Okay, that's fantastic.
The classic Mountaintop Recluse combo here.
Yeah.
And there's some new stuff with Mountaintop too, where you can rocket jump.
That's right. So I'm so glad we got to that point this early because one of the things that was really cool about sort of seeing this development process behind the scenes was, obviously one of the core tenets was to make sure that you're retaining that classic feel of these weapons and kind of what made them so great to begin with. But you've kind of done some redesigns and expanded even just on the loot pool, or pardon me, on the perk pool rather. How did you guys kind of go about the process of sort of rebuilding these weapons for this modern era of Destiny?
Yeah, I mean, we held off on bringing Mountaintop into the sort of modern Destiny because it was just way too strong in both PvP and in PvE.
Yeah.
In PvP, it was like a pretty unpleasant meta when Mountaintop was part of everyone's loadout, so we definitely didn't want it to be able to one-hit kill even with a direct hit in PvP anymore.
Fair.
So we've reduced that a little bit. But we also saw how excited people were for the Danger Zone rocket launcher perk, launching you into the air. So we've made that part of the base behavior of the new micro missile frame grenade launcher intrinsic. So we do super low self-damage and give yourself a massive physics impulse.
Yeah. The Team Fortress 2 soldier mains are just suddenly dusting off their rocket launchers in real time right now, obviously. So obviously too is going ahead and adding just not only to the perk pool but kind of the intrinsic feel of these weapons. Were there any others in particular when you guys were working on them where you're like, yes, this is how this change needs to go? Like obviously Magnificent Howl got to change, but is there anything else in that pool that feels like it was really kind of a cool leap forward for these weapons?
I think Blast Furnace is a good example because the Black Armory version rolled with scopes, which like everyone would just pick the best scope. Like internally, we felt like the Rasmussen ISA scope was like by far the best. Really, really clean.
Yeah.
And with the changes to damage fall off on weapons, zoom doesn't matter that much anymore anyway.
Yeah.
So it comes pre-equipped with that scope geometry, but it can roll barrels instead. So you get all the benefits of stats.
Oh, awesome.
Stats are already pretty juiced.
Yeah.
But you have that classic scope geo.
Actually, also too, to channel chat one more time, as a quick heads up as well, these weapons, while they won't be craftable, they are going to be enhanceable. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah. So these weapons will retroactively be enhanceable when the final shape comes out. So any drops that you get during this initial period, you'll be able to enhance them.
Excellent. Okay, so you want to make sure to really hold on.
Oh,
to
never
those
mind.
weapons
I thought
that
this
.gg
first
told you about.
hallway was my bad. It's been a while. So,
All right, so Tom, you've swapped your loadout now. Is this Blast Furnace we see you were?
Yeah, you were just talking about Blast Furnace, so I thought I'd hop over to it.
It's thematic, yeah.
Nice and smooth, like it always was.
Kelsey, actually too, on your side, obviously having this new tapestry of rewards to work with has been pretty exciting. As you kind of went ahead and sort of hatched your plans of how players would go about getting these, kind of what role did these weapons play, I guess, in the overall reward structure?
Yeah, of course. So we wanted the rewards of this release to be all about the weapons.
Yeah.
The shining stars, they're awesome. I saw people were asking a little bit about what we're going to be getting from Onslaught.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chests in there, and every single chest has a weapon in it, and all of those chests can react to attunement. So if you attune to a weapon, anytime you see a chest, it's going to happen. So
Excellent.
every set, not every wave, that'd be crazy. Every set, there's a chest with a weapon in it. If you do it at higher difficulty, there are 2 chests. They both have weapons in them. And if you keep the ADU alive throughout the entirety of Onslaught, there's another bonus chest available. So you can get a lot if you just keep yourself kicking and get all the way through there, keep the ADU up. There's a lot of guns to be had.
So those folks who are going to dive into the Legend 50-wave version of Onslaught are going to be well rewarded for those efforts. I'm asking partially for myself, obviously, as well, and my fire team at home who might be listening.
Weapons team is really excited about attunement because it gives players some control over the drops that they get, but it retains the excitement of those drops. Like you will get your Blast Furnace dropping from the chest. You don't have to go and focus it or anything like that.
Yeah.
We love that.
Actually, also too is you guys are also players of the game. Chris, were there any roles or weapons in particular where it was just your personal favorite that you had a lot of fun with in a playtest, or?
Probably of these weapons, my favorite is Blast Furnace.
Yeah.
With that classic scope and the role that I've got on mine, the role that I'm going to try and get in retail, is Headseeker Kill Clip, which is like just really nasty in PvP.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to. I'll put another few hundred hours in Crucible.
I'll be right there with you, honestly. The moment I can put Dead Man's Tail down again, then that will be the one that'll pick up immediately after. Kelsey, also too, is I know we were talking a little bit earlier. You've been deep into the Onslaught playtests as well. So that means in addition to the Brave Arsenal, you've got everything else at your beck and call. What are some cool builds you've been working on, honestly, to go ahead and really emphasize these new weapons?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying. Solar Warlock I found is really, really fun in Onslaught because you can find a lane and just completely nuke it if you get your unlimited grenades going. You can just completely destroy it. So I've been really partial to Luna's Howl.
Fair.
I tend to get a little feral, a little too excited. Sometimes having heal clip on it or something can give me that extra staying power I need to keep that ADU up.
It's part of, you got to be in the fight as much as you possibly can, and I say that partially as a Void Hunter who crutches on invisibility and runs away right away, so I understand and respect the hustle that I don't end up having. Also too, we got a question from chat from Lil Camino, I think is how you pronounce the name. My mistake if you get it correct. But just to reiterate, will these weapons be attainable after the final shape arrives?
Yes, the base weapons will be, but the limited edition variants with those sweet ornaments will not.
Excellent. All right. So again, make sure you go ahead and dive on in once Into the Light is here, and make sure you get that I was there card, more or less. At least, again, speaking for myself. So also too is I heard you guys mention briefly curated roles as well, because kind of like a part of the quest process, was it, with Shaxx, or our site rather?
With our site, yes.
Thank you. That's right. So is this one that you guys have set up where it's like this is the go-to role? This is from our opinion, like one of our favorites, or what was the process of kind of building those curated roles?
Yeah, we try to deliver something which is like an extremely good role, not necessarily the single perfect role, because we want you to have a reason to go in and get excited for those drops.
Yeah.
But like we would say, they're a 70, 80% god roll
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, on the way, certainly.
Yeah.
And also, too, is remember, everyone, we're getting 100 more vault slots once the final shape comes out, so go ahead and just farm away. Now's the time.
Yep.
Sorry, Kelsey, were you going to say something more?
Yeah, we also just wanted to make sure people weren't completely at the mercy of RNG when it comes to getting these limited edition variants. So if you log in, you do those quests at our site, you can get one guaranteed copy of a limited edition of each weapon with that curated role.
Yeah. See, we're getting, again, I think, obviously, Tom is here in the heat of battle, so to speak, but the origin trait, we just got another question about, actually. So for the folks at home, it's Indomitability, or?
Yes.
Thank you, all right. And that one, can you, again, walk through that origin trait for us one more time?
Yeah, so on Final Blows, it grants you grenade energy if you're running a light subclass.
Here we go, we got it on screen.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, which would be Arc Void or Solo, or melee energy if you're running a Darkness subclass, which would be Stasis or Strand.
Got it, okay. So I can go in, there's a Stasis man, and just throw all the shurikens I possibly have. Yeah, there's a more technical name for that. I'm sorry, I got it wrong out of the gate. All right, let's see here. And also too, actually, you know, we talked kind of at the beginning about what it was like to sort of pare down this list of weapons down to 12. Can you tell us a little bit about that process? I can't imagine it was anywhere near simple.
12 was a really small number when you're looking at that set of weapons. And if we'd gone by lists on the internet or even internally, could easily have ended up being half hand cannons. We had to restricted ourselves to 2.
Fair.
There were a lot that could easily have made the cut that we just couldn't fit them in.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, though, between Midnight Coup and Luna's Howl, like a very, very solid cast to go ahead and come out of the gate here with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really strong. And we definitely wanted to get that spread of experience across the first few years of Destiny 2 as well.
Yeah, honestly. And also, too, is even, you know, recalling all the way back to the Black Armory. You know, that's, I think, a set of weapons that so many of us think back to so fondly. You know, again, I think one of the goals here was to go ahead and retain that original feel. You know, you guys went ahead and added in a bunch of new perks. Can you tell us what that process was like in terms of making sure those perks matched up with that feel of the weapon?
Yeah, and in cases where we have multiple weapons in the same archetype shipping, so we've got 2 pulse rifles, 2 hand cannons. We assigned those to different designers and like made sure that the roles that they occupy in the sandbox were sufficiently different. We also would look at the most popular roles that the weapons had originally and make sure that those still appear on the weapons. It meant having to redesign some perks, which would be too strong in today's sandbox.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But yeah, and then introducing, like when you go and you look at a blast furnace in your vault or something, like, man, I wish I could roll X perk that came out after that, right? Like, and made sure we put a few of those in there as well.
Yeah, and there's also, I'm not sure if we've seen it on screen yet, but there's a new perk that'll be joining this pool as well, won't there?
Yeah, there is. There's in this build, it's called Last Stand. The shipping name is different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a pretty sweet perk. If we could bring up the description of that when Tom is out of danger.
Which weapon is that?
There was one. It was on Blast Furnace, I think.
Shot. Oh, there we go. All right, well, we'll let him defend himself briefly. But we have a couple questions from chat as well. So there's one that asks, Flo's Knuckles, I believe. There we go. Can we grind Onslaught multiple times for multiple drops? I'm assuming this is just go ahead and dive on in and grind to your heart's content.
Yes, you'll be getting weapons every run. You'll also be getting currency from Shaxx that you can bring back, and you can throw in that chest that I showed you, so you can just keep opening that chest. Just keep going.
Dive on in, honestly. Yeah, go ahead and chase that roll, whatever you want. Also, too, one more quick question from chat. Mega125358, pardon me, Mega, asks, can you take the limited edition ornament off and put it on another copy of the weapon, or is it just on that one weapon?
So you can remove it, you can't put it on something else.
Cool.
It's locked to the weapon that it dropped on.
Makes sense, yeah. I mean, honestly, when it looks that good, you just gotta go ahead and stick with what you got, you know?
Yeah, if players have a favorite shader that they want to put on a weapon, they can remove it and put the shader on.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't shade the ornament.
You can go ahead and photo finish it up to your heart's content, obviously, that opportunity. Or super black, obviously, when the time arrives. All right, let's see. So, Tom, what are you running right now?
I've just been hopping around with all the weapons here. Now I've got Blast Furnace and Elsie's rifle on. I know double primary isn't always meta, but
We're going to make it meta for the sake of this.
they're both pretty solid weapons.
For the purposes of illustration.
Now here's that new perk that you both were talking about, Last Stand. On
Again, reminder, this
Blast
name will be
Furnace.
changing in the live version.
Yep.
Yeah, so weapon final blows grant bonus damage. Melee and grenade final blows grant a larger damage bonus that can stack. So once you get this perk really rolling, it's very strong.
Yeah.
Sustain it.
Nice way to go ahead and clear out a bunch of red bars and then take down that yellow bar with ease if you go ahead and do everything correctly.
Yeah, it ties nicely into the origin trait as well, because the origin trait grants you energy for your abilities, and then you get bonus damage for getting ability final blows.
Yeah, really creates creates that loop. Honestly, you just become a self-fulfilling prophecy of death at that point, which as a guardian is never a bad place to find yourself, frankly. Let's see here. Actually, also too is, I know we touched obviously on Chris's personal favorite being Blast Furnace. Kelsey, was there anything when you saw this land back on the list of the Brave Arsenal where you were like, finally, that one's back?
I was real excited about Luna's Howl.
I mean, that's just smart, honestly. That just makes sense. Tom, how about you? Is there anything in particular that obviously having taken such a big hand in helping design and sort of define all this stuff, what are your favorite weapons and roles that have come out of this?
I'm pretty basic, pretty easy. I really am excited about Recluse and Mountaintop.
Yeah.
Like I just love that combo of being able to like get in close with an SMG and get the damage perk going and feeling really powerful, then being able to switch to the grenade launcher and fire off some like little mini rockets and be able to play around with.
I'm excited for Cruise, but I'm also excited for the Hamcan Midnight Cup.
Hunter doing that above me, and then
Mostly because I never got that
And I look forward to
in year one.
accidentally not
I always
accidentally
wanted to,
blowing
but
myself up,
never
but it's a
could.
lot harder to do now. Like
Well, I think I
remember with
did.
Mountaintop back in
Mostly
the
you
day,
got a terrible roll.
I would just
I don't know.
like shoot my
It was
feet
a
on
long time ago.
purpose, and like it was usually like an instant death, and so you can really you get a lot more up close and personal with it.
Yeah, let's see. Fit nicely into a lot of builds. I'm gonna say I can already see a Tommy's matchbook build with that. Just floating up there, and this guy is a warlock, just murdering everyone. But that is to say, now there's an opportunity for more than just warlocks to be the floating weapon platforms out there in the game. I know, Kelsey. I'm sorry. we can share.
Yes.
We can share the abilities.
Particularly with
Cannot-
the redesign of
cannot share.
Manticore. There's a fun strategy. I don't know how super effective it is, but
Yeah.
like mountaintop to launch yourself way up into the air.
Yeah.
And switch over to Manticore.
Yeah.
And you can just hover around.
Just seems like a fever dream I had one time, honestly. Also, too, for the folks at home that may not have seen the Manticore kind of redesign, can you tell us a little bit, too, about how the intrinsic perk on that works now?
Yeah, so it's the base functionality of the way you use the weapon is fairly similar. We've tightened up its activation, so it will no longer activate if you're running downstairs and that kind of thing, which is pretty irritating. You can also just deactivate it by holding reload, and it will do that quick special reload animation.
Oh, very nice.
Before you have to wait for it to expire or like switch off the weapon.
Yeah.
And then the catalyst, instead of just giving you damage resistance, now gives you a void overshield, which
Oh, nice.
of course also gives you damage resistance, but
Yeah.
can tie into void builds in a pretty synergistic way.
Very nice, honestly. Yeah, between that, Devour, the whole nine, obviously, there's going to be a lot of mobile weapon.
Survivability is wild. It also decreases enemy accuracy against you, similar to the always on time Sparrow. So
Yeah.
you've got a ton more like damage resistance. You've got an overshield, and enemies are missing you all the time. So it's combined with being able to launch yourself up into the air easily with Mountaintop. It's good fun.
That's also, too, actually, we got a question from chat that is, what's the difference between the new perk and Golden Tricorn? They sound pretty similar.
They do have kind of similar functionality. The big one is that the Golden Tricorn bonus is large, but doesn't stack once you get it. So the uptime on the new perk, whose name I can't remember,
Yep.
it's not in this book, we changed it, is that the uptime is higher.
Excellent. Okay. Makes sense. Also, too, we got another chat as well. Chat question, pardon me, I should say. Will the weapon ornaments for Luna's Howl and the Recluse be equipable for the new versions of those weapons?
Yes, they will.
Oh, awesome.
Both for the base versions and for the variants, you can equip any ornaments that you've got. Players have already noticed that some of those are showing up later in the season in the Bright Dust Storm.
For anyone out there that might go ahead and check through the databases, they might have noticed something potentially.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't say yes or no, but maybe. Firm maybe, certainly. Excellent. All right, so we're doing a pretty good job here. Tom, I got to say, it seems like you're making some pretty good, quick work of these lost sectors.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like he's played them before.
Maybe once or twice, potentially? You never know.
I did work on EDZ. It's been a while, though.
So Tom, actually also too is, as you've kind of been helping sort of build a lot of what Into the Light is going to be, what was the role that these weapons played? Like why is Shaxx choosing now to go ahead and re-equip us with this particular set of antiquities?
And part of the idea is that it's like this forbidden arsenal, right? The things that aren't, that we've kind of set aside, at least in the Crucible and other spaces, and now in this kind of dire time with our backs against the wall, we need to, kind of set aside those conventions and really take every advantage we can in the fight against the Witness, and kind of like having players in this moment with Into the Light, it's a great time to hop in and play if you haven't been playing, or if you want to catch up, and we're going to give you the weapons you need to be ready for the final shape. Like as long as you show up every week, you do the work, you're going to get like an incredible arsenal.
Yeah, particularly if you had been like looking at some of the meta heavy grenade launchers.
Yeah.
You can just walk in and get edge transit and like be like competitive already.
Yeah. And also too, I just got word from back at home that also Noah is apparently back at home after last week's stream in chat, cheering everyone on. So if everyone out there wants to give him a quick yeah, great in chat, now's the time. He's listening. Excellent. Alrighty.
I really like auto-loading Hoster on Mountaintop.
Oh yeah.
I've got
strong.
I've got a Fighting Lion Pardon Our Dust loadout that obviously hinges pretty heavily on auto-loading holster because I never want to stop shooting any grenades. I'm one of those. I'm sorry, everyone. We're getting some love for Noah in the chat. All right, love to see it. So also too, actually, over the course of developing kind of this new reward structure, was there anything about it where you're like, all right, this is the moment, like Onslaught is set up just right. Like, what was it like kind of building this structure for players to go ahead and just reinvest in, I guess?
Yeah. I think when we finally got the loot explosion going,
Yeah.
there was this whole conversation and how we want it to feel when you open the chests and all this stuff, and all these people working together doing tech stuff to make sure it all worked great and everyone doing their part, and then finally getting in there and just running through and seeing everything just like I guess all of your work just like flying through the air in space was just really satisfying, and it really felt like it was coming together. I'm also really partial to when we start getting more icons and world art coming in. The space really started to feel tangible when Shaxx finally had the guns in his hands in the and all the hollow Shaxxes for a while. They're just like this,
Did you guys have that vision of the Hollow Shaxxes like right away? You were like, this is how we want it to be, or was it just what was the evolution of that space like when you guys were building it?
It was really fun working with world art and all this stuff. We had a bunch of people in the room, everyone who's dedicated to the space in some capacity, and we were just brainstorming together and laughing and coming up with all these fun ideas. So it was a huge collaborative process, and I think that's what's so magical about working in games is you get to work with all these people who know all these things that you don't, and make something so cool and awesome.
Yeah. Actually, also too, we got one more quick question from chat that caught my eye. Is the Master of Arms perk as powerful as before?
No, it's had to be toned down a little bit.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still very strong. But yeah, that original version is pretty wild.
Kind of in a league of its own, certainly. All right, Tom. So what's your strat right now? Is it basically just Old West gunslinger?
I mean, I haven't had a chance to play with all these guns either, so I'm just having fun over here. Like you can do your stream over there. I'm just gonna play with Midnight Coup here, which it just feels so snappy and crispy. Like I just gotta point it in the right direction. And it does a lot of the work.
Explosive rounds and kinetic tremors. Is that what it has? Or?
Yeah,
that's right.
Like you can just. You don't even really need to be that accurate, I guess, with this roll. I can just kind of shoot around enemies. And
make them dance, like in the Old West.
Pretty sure this is still the highest aim assist of any legendary hand cannon in the game, too.
Oh, is that so?
Okay. Yeah.
What are some roles, by the way? So obviously, I think they each kind of have their different PvP and PvE flavors. But in the PvE trenches, are there any roles in particular with this new kind of set of perks that you were really caught off guard by or surprised by?
I mean, Firefly Kinetic Tremors is really, really strong. I think that was actually the role that Noah was running last week.
Yeah, he was making it look pretty good, thankfully.
Yeah, he's smart.
And Noah's all right at the game, as it turns out.
Yeah. What else? I think the role that we've got here on Edge Transit, which is Cascade Point left column.
Yeah.
Being able to just like mag dump
Yeah.
a whole drum grenade launcher, it's really strong.
Yeah.
The burst damage potential is wild.
And also, too, actually, another question from chat. To get the double perk rolls on the weapons, do you have to do higher level onslaughts, or is there a chance for them to drop with double perks in each column regardless?
There is always a chance. Those are the limited edition variants.
Yeah. And also, too, just a quick reminder is the quests from from our site, rather. Those ones have a higher chance of giving you one of the limited edition variants, or?
Those give you the curated ones, right?
Yes,
Curated?
those are
That's
the
right,
curated
thank you.
ones. So pretty much that's a guarantee that you can get them. But anytime you get a brave weapon, there's a chance that it will have the double perks and the awesome appearance on it. So
Very cool.
that was actually a really fun thing. Once it kind of got that implemented, playing through the first time, you just naturally got one.
Yeah.
Like you'll be in a playtest time, oh, I got one. I got
Yeah.
a limited edition one. It's just a really fun.
It's
fun
kind of
feeling.
even just that excitement of like when you're out there doing a dungeon farm or whatever the case is, and you're checking through all the guns that are sitting in your mailbox, and you're just like, oh, that initial set of rolls is pretty cool, and then you click in and you're like, wait, I can curate this to exactly what I want it to be. Like that moment's always pretty rewarding, honestly. So as a quick reminder to everyone in chat, so the Brave Arsenal will be able to drop from Onslaught at every stage, was it? Every 10 levels?
Yes, every set.
Excellent. Okay, set. Thank you very much. All right. See, we have the experts here, obviously. All right, Tom. What's next on the list? Which lost sector is going to wilt against your powers?
I think I'm gonna go, and I don't know what it's called, but it's on the top of the rocks here. I think, right? That's where it's at? I'm trying to remember.
I think so. You just go ahead and drop on down in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Those fallen aren't going to be safe for long.
Yeah. Can't die from full damage anymore.
It's true. Who could possibly do that? That's what we have the mountaintop to do, or to use for rather to get those kills on ourselves.
Oh, wrong way. This is the right way.
And actually, also too, so a lot of questions in chat about the pools of perks that are going to be available, the weapons that are going to be available. You and your team over on the weapons team have also gone ahead and authored a blog that will be hitting Bungie.net tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to list out all of the weapons and all of the perks that can appear on them. So no mystery about the perk pools as of tomorrow.
Yeah, excellent. So there will be plenty of opportunities for all the build crafters out there to go ahead and go nuts. And
Definitely will be going for Midnight Cup and Recluse. Everything else, I don't know. Following Guillotine, probably, and
we've talked a
Hammerhead.
lot about the Brave Arsenal. Let's go ahead and touch on the parade set again. What was kind of the inspiration behind that set and kind of bringing it forward now? This is kind of like a full circle moment, rather, that I know Tom was mentioning. But why is Shaxx choosing now to equip us with this armor set?
I frankly wasn't as involved in those kind of conversations.
No, it's okay.
It was actually really
Here we go.
fun. Nice. Beautiful. Kind of waiting to see how we're gonna end up looking in the end, because we weren't really sure right away which armor set we were getting, and we were so excited to see him in the chest.
Yeah, it was. I think honestly that first look at them in the key art. Obviously there was an initial glimpse, and it's weird because even as good as they looked, they were almost like everyone was just immediately captivated by Onslaught, immediately captivated by like, is that Blast Furnace in that Warlock's hands? Who knows?
If you're trying to bring back players' favorites, like there is so much nostalgia for that parade armor set.
Yeah.
Like, bringing that back and updating it a little bit. Like I still run the parade armor set on my character from time to time. So
gotta have that classic look, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously getting a chance to go ahead and chase down.
Wasn't a big fan of it for D1 Warlock.
Very cool when you
Day one, not D1.
won't say much.
Excellent. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and take one more quick run through. So is there anything else actually? So I know we've had a chance to walk through the Brave Arsenal. Tom, in particular on your side, we've gone ahead and kind of gone around the horn over here. Is there anything about this kind of new set of weapons and sort of the role they play and Into the Light that's got you excited about kind of the overall sandbox now that we're going to have available to us?
I'm really excited about a lot of these weapons are they're not god rolls, but they're pretty close to it. Like if you show up every week and you do the weekly quest, you're going to get something that is really pretty powerful, and it's going to be like, for example, just looking at like the hammerhead here, it's got rampage and killing tally on it. That's just incredible.
Never stops
like for PvE, it just never stops firing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then you're also increasing damage every time you take an enemy out, which is cool. And I could look at each one of these weapons too, and they like, I think we might have glossed over it earlier, but the edge transit with cascade point, like you get a kill, and then you can dump the whole mag in like 2 or 3 seconds, which is really powerful. And I think people are going to find a lot of great synergies between these weapons. Like I was even, like Mountaintop, Recluse, and Cascade Edge Transit felt great. Like I could like use the SMG, while my Mountaintop is reloading, and then like getting kills with those activates Cascade Point, and I can swap over and dump the mag for Edge Transit. And like I could see similar things with Hammerhead and Forbearance, or with Elsie's rifle.
Yeah.
And then like there's also just some classic weapons here that I really miss, that I'm really excited for Blast Furnace to be back, and I'm excited to see what it does to the meta with these being like relevant in the power game again, and being something that is accessible to players new and old.
Yeah. Someone who spends a lot of time in the Crucible, I'm terrified already. Proctor, thank you very much for all the hard work on that. See you and yours, obviously. All right, so I think we're probably getting to a point now. We've gone ahead and checked out the rewards. We've checked out the new social space. We've checked out the Brave Arsenal. It's probably about time for us to go ahead and start wrapping things up here. Mr. Tom Farnsworth, when you get an opportunity, feel free to go ahead and rejoin us. Relinquish your hold from the throne world, obviously. This is so fast. Your jump ship was right in orbit, wasn't it? I hear it's lovely this time of year out there in the throne world.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's Noah and Kelsey have been keeping it warm for me in there.
That's true. All right, fair enough. Yeah, and again, we can use some sword logic later to expand it when the time comes. But for right now, we've gone ahead and done our job. Well, for starters, thank you all so much for taking time to join us to talk us through, obviously, the Hall of Champions, talk us through the Brave Arsenal, through everything.
It's been a
great show. So thank you guys for starters for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. And also, too, as a quick reminder, again, to everyone, we'll be back next week, the same Bungie time, same Bungie place, to have another live stream about everything, or some more stuff coming with Destiny 2 Into the Light, including some exotic mission, some exotic mission content, and the craftable weapons that'll be available to them. Chat, I saw you mentioning some stuff about that potentially, so come back next week. Also, we'll be going to go ahead and walk through the PvP map pack as well. So if you want to see everything that's going to be coming in those 3 maps, next week will be your time. And there might be a few more additional surprises that we'll have in store for you. Never know. But and also, too, the final thing we're going to go ahead and make sure you close with is, as a quick reminder, of course, with the arrival of the final shape, you'll be able to get 100 more slots in your vault. As you can go ahead and see here on camera, we put it to good use ourselves. We had some edge transit rolls. We knew that this was the time and place to go ahead and slot them in there. So we now have those, thankfully, in safekeeping now for the arrival of the Witness.
Ready.
Never hurts. All right, everyone. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to join us today. We'll see you back here next week at the same Bungie time, same Bungie place. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it's kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. The weapons are cool. Ornaments and also super black. Is it called super black? Share. Is that a D1 shader? It does look like a familiar shader, but I just can't remember it. Though, in my opinion, I think it's weird that that thing behind Shaxx is the shader. I'm like, this reminds me of the Black Heart from the Black Garden, or the Heart, whatever, Black Heart, whichever. And D1 and also, so it's just kind of weird. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm not too excited. You know, I'll definitely try and get into this, play it when it comes out. April 9th, it says. So April 9th. April 9th is literally in 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't know. Why is it not working? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the whole Shazam. Like, I'm kind of excited, kind of not. I don't know. Weapons look interesting, but mm, like I don't know. Like when they said like, oh, like Shax is bringing out weapons that were banned. I was kind of hoping for like some new weapons, not weapons that were in a sense nerfed and sunsetted in Destiny. You know, so you could say, you know, it's mostly weapons that were banned by Bungie because you know they nerfed them so much. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. Um, but yeah, I was kind of hoping for like some new weapons or maybe some more old ones. Like I don't think we're gonna get Leviathan raid back. Not that I can think of. We like I don't know. Like we haven't seen anything. There's no hints about it. So I don't know if that's gonna come back or not. Same thing with our the Black Armory raid. Don't know if that's coming back or not. So I don't know. Like that's one thing I'm curious about. It's one thing I'm a little bit want to know. But it's just it's up to Bungie. They did say something about craftables, but I'm gonna assume it's for the. I'm guessing for the new exotic that's coming out. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, I just think it's going to be interesting, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be 100% for it? Alright, we're going to jump into Dragons of Dogma. Update that. Right before, well, let me do this. Let me do this. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna give me a drink and all this stuff, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's do this. I'll just do play a little bit of this and then right now it's 12:01, so we'll see how far it goes. So again, I had to go to a doctor appointment or chiropractor appointment, so yeah, I'll just see how far it goes with the missions and also.
Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Yeah.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. A bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved.
I just got here.
So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you?
Yeah.
Not feeling so keen, are you? Well, you'll not find a better deal elsewhere. Of that, I can assure you.
Well, I don't know if I
Do
can.
you mind coming over here?
We'll see.
We have arrived.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch.
Awesome.
Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermin's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent, though of course, they have their reasons.
Am I going the right way? Hmm.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Ow.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Rattlers, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Oh, damn.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute. Thank you, master. I only hope I can help you. Well done. So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
No, I'm gonna find a griffin.
Prison, we're under attack!
Battle is best avoided here.
Who are you? No, never mind. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find them, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Eh.
Is that all? Tiny fragments still. I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take "'Tis a God's Sweat." Well, to be precise, the crystalline By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of wisdom. The power to command. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that is possible, larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them.
Dragon's Forge.
Remember them?
I will protect you.
Someone got yeeted into there.
idea, and now I've lost...
Come to think of it, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
What's up, old man?
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit.
Hmm.
"'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon. The Godswain, forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, I believed he called himself.
Uh-oh.
It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go. But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all. Remember, draconic blood. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent, Judith.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to
Bro came out of nowhere. All right, let's see. Money! Yeah! Gotta love that money.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing.
Another encounter? I ill like this. We're already hard pressed from our previous engagement.
I keep forgetting I need to change the thing. Freaking camera. Cameras are annoying me. Camera tracking, turn that off. And controls. I gotta get rid of that button. Can I change it? Oh, right. Examine slash dash. Can I just have it just? Oh wait, I can just set to examine only. Okay, there we go. That I fixed the issue. There we go.
Tis a bit early to be thanking me. The enemy yet remains.
Oh, still doing that. That was a little weird. Oh, that's a.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat.
What kind of outfit is this?
I am confident and may act independently.
It's a weird outfit. Like, I don't know. So weird.
Weird to break it. It shan't be from this side.
I understand.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
No, I did. Good.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I think I don't know what would be the best path to get to this. I don't think I can. Yeah, probably not.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
How did that person get up there?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Oh, it's explode.
Be sure to avoid open flame.
Is there another one? There's. There we go.
Let me get that. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover this secret tower that allows for the command of pawns.
Yes, I know.
My offer still stands. Would you like not feeling so keen, are you?
Once I'm rich, then yes. Can't be nice if you teleport to your house.
Shall we take a closer look?
Me? I sell defensive. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's still better. I would say cool.
Many thanks.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it.
These ones I would definitely get.
Done. Come again when you've more coin to...
Yeah. Coin, yeah. I'm just saving my money, that's all.
change your vocation, perchance? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery. Many thanks.
Greetings. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Fair enough. Just need to figure out where the palace is.
Got some work.
There's light armor, and there's
Which way is the palace? I assume that way. Probably.
Boy, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem you. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods alone. That if you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. Oh no, I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to?
We'll see if you can escape me a second time. Show them your mettle.
Just give the order and I will join the fray.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
I thought.
Fine work that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it.
I do appreciate though.
After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened.
Well, if they didn't one-shot me, yes, maybe.
I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
Sure.
I cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he really?
Well now, I'm not sure.
You starting to piss me off.
No, but you're trying to piss me off. No shit.
Well, some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Am I supposed to do that? Wait, this quest. Hmm. Cool.
We presume that Lord Phaesus may be found in his laboratory, a facility conducting research into forbidden magics.
I didn't enter. Okay. Never mind. I'm confused. I was told by a soldier to meet her, and I guess not.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, sir.
Hmm. Hmm. I was formed to talk with the prince, with the queen, but yeah.
We presume that Lord Phaesus may be found in his...
Hmm. I guess I'm not. I'm here at the wrong time. I guess I don't know. Not quite sure. Ooh, ooh, okay. That's a little bit too close, my dude. A little bit too close and falling to my death.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your...
How might I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
Yeah, it knows. Yeah.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Far and wide I've traveled. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our...
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
Fun!
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Finds the individual who matches the scoundrel's description. A feel, and the man is said to wear his hair tied back and should sport a wounded right arm following his prior attempt on her.
Today's townspeople depend on me.
all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, Pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
Nope. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm bloody blind as hell. Kind of see it, the lighting in this.
May thine hallowed fire burn through us, and cleanse our souls of all that is base and wicked. We swear fealty unto thee, originator of warmth, prosperity, and shelter, and ask naught but thy blessing in return for our devotion.
Her Majesty's supplications are drawing to a close, Sir Arisen. Could it be that the rogue has not come?
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anyone suspicious.
Hear this. Last week, and what did I find but them then, as I boasted of my finds at the tavern?
O lambent flame, we beseech thee to heed our humble prayers.
Yeah, I don't think he's here.
The Empress's supplications have concluded without incident.
Oh.
I shall return to Her Majesty's side. No! Your Majesty! How could this have happened? We must staunch the bleeding and capture the fiend who did this. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
The Empress is
such a dreadful thing.
To think, even with the Arisen, the events of this day. Nay, however, O Empress.
The Empress is...
Alright, let me this is bad. There was like a couple of people, but I don't know, it's kind of hard.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild.
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty's we would, however, Empress Nadinia shall commence...
O lambent flame.
Okay, let me read this again. So, who matches the scoundrel's description? Is the starting plot. The man is said to wear his hair tied back and should sport a wounded right arm following his prior attempt on his life. Don't know if it's male or female. They definitely didn't make that clear. There's a couple of people. This guy doesn't look like he has.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may and we ask that a day may come.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's, have you located the rogue?
This is so tough.
No more!
So that's our brigand, eh? Hold fast to your captive, Sir Arisen. No!
Your Majesty, how
Yes.
could this have happened?
Damn it.
We must still forgive me, Your Majesty. I have failed you.
Like, I can't let the Majesty die. God damn it, dude. That is so annoying. Maybe, I don't know, like, that's like, I know it grabbed someone that didn't have their hair tied, but he had something on his right arm, and like, legit, I could not see anything. Maybe I'll have to, I'll have to probably freaking up the brightness in the game so I can tell, because dude, it's like, the lighting is good, but it's not good to get the details on that. Alright, let's do this. Camera.
One never can have too many of these. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
So I do want to make the camera. Yeah, that might be better.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild.
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty we would, however, Empress Nadinia shall commence.
Oh, lambent flame.
Who's this guy?
Who are ye supposed to be? Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once. That man there is the assassin.
I got it right.
Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen. Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts.
My sincerest gratitude.
Okay.
What to do? Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable. I meant fine. Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
What to make of this?
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones. Carved, tell is. Quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins.
Interesting.
Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
Interesting.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands. Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
I'm surprised there's no oh, excuse me. I'm surprised I didn't see what's it called? Port crystal? And I gotta say, Batal is kind of, I want to say it's kind of small compared to Fenworth capital. So, yeah. Don't know if I'm disappointed by that. think it's odd,
Thought
but
to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
so stop complaining. Yeah. Nah.
To the chest. A golem rises to meet us. You are in need of healing. Allow me.
You'll not live to regret this.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Ask.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take it? It ought to be cured with all due haste. Well done. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
Feast your eyes on this!
My thanks. I'll not let a good deed go unrewarded.
Thank you.
Common reward. Frustratingly so.
What?
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence isn't.
What's the hobgoblin?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. We are to retreat, then? Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment. True enough. One of us has been poisoned. You have my protection.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Oh, we meet again. How fare you this day? There's aught I'd ask of you, if you're amenable. I thank you.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. I will finish this here and now.
Max Ray, baby. Let's go.
Mayhap this time you used your lantern, Master.
Yeah, true. Ew, mystic.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek
Trickster.
answers, and you shall
Got the trickster.
if 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth, a warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands.
Those are arms.
Though 'tis strange, For I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more.
I just talked to him. What do you mean?
If you would learn from him.
A treasure chest.
Can it be you are lost? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you say. Somewhere in Batal, a hidden. This meeting shall not be our last.
I'll go and open the chest.
Gathering materials makes for dull work. Indeed.
Ow.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Apart from my joints, I've not to complain of.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
I follow my whims.
Oh, thank you. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Good. Now you go back and get that coin.
So, we meet. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
Oh, a forgery, eh? This should prove in.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb?
Give him the forgery one.
Splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together.
Sure.
Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Shit. Damn it. Well, you got that. I made that poetry, man. Now we're pretty much screwed. Unless the guy will be nice and just like, yeah, it's real. I made it myself.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here. So, 'twas a forgery after all. Not only did you betray me, but you sought to flee right under my nose. You there, escort our guest to the jail, would you?
'Tis good to be reunited. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Most impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
Strike me if you can.
Our business with Sir Everard is forever done. Do we truly know who caused them to kill him, I wonder?
Bitter end breeds no satisfaction.
Heal yourself. I'm counting on you.
Say, does this foe not remind you of a certain someone we've met?
What are you doing? We are in the midst of battle.
Get what's coming here.
I shan't let them bomb me. What can I do?
How many weak stones do I have? I only have one. Where's that one guy? That guy run away like a coward. Alright, I'm going to try this. Try this again.
I've no more fight left in these old bones.
Well, I guess not.
Get the life out of me. What now?
There it is.
This can't be how it ends. What's going on? We're done for.
Suppose there are worse ways.
This can't be how it ends.
In the end, 'twas all for naught.
Let's just do this. Let's do... I have to redo the whole thing anyway, so whatever.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recoup.
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild.
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty we would, however, Empress Nadinia shall commence.
Oh, lambent flame.
Who are ye supposed... Ah, sod...
Apprehend him at once! Nicely done, sir.
Oh, Your Majesty.
The brigand has been... We owe this out...
Ah, yes, this seems true of you. Now that a measure you may.
Very well.
Grateful are we for your... What to do?
Somehow my feet always carry me.
does this say? Let's have a look then.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying.
Many thanks.
My services don't come cheap, mind.
Hmm.
Come again when you've more coined.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Weird, there's no teleportation crystal here. I feel like it would make sense if there was.
Oh, well, aren't you a fine specimen? Might I trouble you to show me your tongue?
The fuck?
You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behavior. 'Tis fit to pique any scholar's curiosity. Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me the opportunity to study the
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Oh, what the
have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a
Bro,
minute.
what a douchebag move.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every...
What a dick move.
fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. I cannot fault you, Dagon. Plenty know where that came from. So close a call offers no solace in victory. We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. One never can have too many of these. Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet, no two of us are the same.
Tisn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Battle of horses is a battle won, I suppose.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I'll keep them pulled down. I concur.
None of my acquaintances don such shoddy rip.
Okay, she's not gonna show her appreciation, I guess. Alright, that's a little disappointing.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. a moment.
You'll not live to regret this!
Cruel world, this. Watch your back, eh? Hear me out, cuz. I'll make it work. Thanks, cuz.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat.
I knew you would come. You seek answers, and you shall have. Loath as I sense a land, yet it now lies. Though it would seem, perhaps he who was
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Ah, shit. I used the wrong freaking thing, damn it. That sucks.
Life is for the living, friend.
Look good too young to have that voice, but alright.
Welcome, if you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
A forgery? I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it. 'Tis nigh indistinguishable from the genuine article. That fact alone means it has potential. There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your... Go on through.
Appreciate it. Here, suppose I've got to thank you somehow.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live.
I fear we have done Sir Offulf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
Yeah.
Loathsome being the bearer of such ill tidings.
This is just a one-time thing. Next time, New Game Plus, I'll give the full training of the run.
Splendid. Before we discuss your reward, you see, in my line of work, I trust old...
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my...
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must...
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let... You have done your title proud, Arisen. This Jade, my partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
Gold, I agree. What's that? Ah, that might be helpful.
Got some business with me, do ye? Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. Indeed? Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Thanks for the ride, guys. Yeah.
This ox cart's bound for want on. You'll need to pay up then.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
Hoy! Looking to... No need to overthink it. You can change...
Should I not change to next class?
It on a whim. You've not, well, got any findings to share? Pleasure doing business with you. Hoy, over here.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
Yeah. I thought you were something. You were a character at a pawn.
Bakbatal is not a friendly place for pawns. Each gaze we encounter feels more unjustly vicious than the last.
Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
Very true. Yeah, I wish we could climb.
I will protect you. The path to victory is unwearying. That strategy never would have occurred to me before. It's not what I expected.
Kind of had time. Still do a stream, just mostly just gotta take a little bit of a short, long break.
Count on me to fly to your aid in your hour.
Hey, man. I thought that. Wait, there's a different Dragon Forge guy? What? I'm confused now. I'm confused now. What the hell?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best spend the night. We can talk again come the morn. Ah, good. You're awake.
Okay.
Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh? I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it. But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death. As he himself would have it, he was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above. Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground. Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. It can be a blessing to forget, and to be forgotten. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. I remember everything, every little detail. Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie 'tis not. I speak only the truth, as you well know. Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales aplenty to share.
Interesting. And then this magically appears. His tales come to life. That's pretty cool. And very sus. It's like the dude legit freaking just foretold it.
I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. I should have liked to investigate if the place hadn't been crawling with monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms than these afore I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander. I only pray naught grave shall come of it.
It seems aught has occurred within the depths of Stormwind Cave. But what, I wonder?
Well now, I'm not sure.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Saurians, Master!
Was most effective.
A flawless execution! Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
I shan't let her harm you.
You'll not live to regret this.
Battle is best avoided.
Poison is a nasty addiction.
My curative magics are at your disposal.
Wait right there. We cannot break it from this side.
Really now? Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
So, another comes seeking to inter me. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, watching one. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim the true world as mine own. Why do you not draw your blade? This battle shall be o'er afore it has even begun.
I guess we're fighting him. Alright.
You seek not
Oh.
my death. Then you are not of the Watching One. I am Rothas, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. Godsway. Speak you of those trinkets conjured by the wizards of Batal. E'en from these depths I have beheld the Batali scuttling about, gathering their fragments. 'Tis a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like your own. Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen, who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, the soul fragment, yet power endures. And 'twould seem the Batali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Though to what nefarious end, I know not. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope to fell the dragon, let alone the Watching One. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. A will that urges you towards fulfillment of some great feat. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Refined in purest dragon blood. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Batali's profane magics would be capable of drawing forth its latent potency. If that is what you seek, Arisen, then go unto their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
Sounds good. So, the God's Way shards are pretty much souls of previous Arisens. Oh, this blade looks familiar. This looks familiar from the first game. Golem fight? Oh, this is that one golem from the trailer. So we're gonna be fighting this big golem soon. The God's Bane Blade, yep. I remember well back in the first game. This is somewhat the previous version. We get two versions from the first game, if I remember right.
I see no way to use this. We must be missing something. Perhaps we've already found something we could use. Let us check our pack.
So misty in here, or not really misty, more like dusty. Oh yeah.
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage. Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Skeletons, Master!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there. Well done. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Yeah.
Isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it.
Rarely have I felt so empty.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save just in case there's gonna be a big fight. There does a big if a big fight does start,
No greater peace than when I'm by your side.
then I might have to leave. And thank you for saying that. How am I supposed to get out of here? No, I think I came from there. So there must be a way out. Hmm. Shit. That was good, Evan. No, you fool! You're literally freaking idiot. Oh my gosh.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Ah, I'm blind. Blind as always. Blind as always. Nice. Did she change? She looks like someone just. She just. What the heck? Is it lighting or is that me? I think she. No, it's lighting. I was like, wait a minute, like, she legit. Like the way the lighting showed, made it look like she.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Did my other pawns die? I think my other pawns died. That's nice. The way it looks like she literally just like turned. Like her skin changed and her hair is weird.
freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. I will protect you. That was hard won. This place offers a view of the sea.
Yes, it does. Jeez, this is so stupid. Let me do this. Where did this come from? Ugh. Damn stamina. Not stamina, mostly just my dang weight. My freaking pawns died, now I'm stuck with their stuff. Oh, my pawn and another pawn, but yeah. Uh-oh.
I shan't allow this slight. I shan't allow any further harm to come to him.
Got me cornered. You just wait.
This one's shaking. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Interesting. Why am I so tortured with this?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Right.
At long last, I am returned to you. I shan't let this disgrace go unanswered for. The failing was mine as well. We shall both have to be more careful.
Alright, well, I guess I lost Scarlet. Was it Scarlet? Who? I don't know. I can't remember the last one. It's time to get a new one. Do I have enough time? I have kind of close enough time. What level am I right now? I think I'm 27, so yeah. Wait, 28. $29. Dang, she leveled up. Let's see. Ow. Who should I pick?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act.
No.
I've
have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
Nah.
None strike half so hard as a warrior, nor a tenth as surely. Make me your blade, Arisen, and I'll scatter your foes.
Defeat Cyclops. Yeah, we can do that.
Delighted to meet you, especially if we should. Return to him afflicted with asp venom.
Alright. So I had to go and my appointment, so I'll be back. I just need to take care of some stuff, sadly.
Speaking charitably, 'tis an uncommon request. Do you intend to grant it?
Why not?
I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
Yeah.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
First, let me go to the tavern, store all the stuff.
Say, have you seen any statues about Tell is? Here's the curious part. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one.
Go to the inn, deposit some stuff, and then end the stream. Go to my appointment, then come back and start another stream. That's the plan.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
Okay.
Always a pleasure.
Alright, and I think I'm going to, even though we are... I don't know, what's my next class? I don't know what my next class I should try. Probably think of Spearhand, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna head to my appointment. I'll be back.